All right, some rain out there now, just in a few pockets. We're seeing things float from south to north. We have so much humidity out. I don't need to tell you that. If you walk outside, you immediately come right back in. But it's not going to last forever, okay? This is definitely a tropical environment we're in. Now, let's see, Monroe County with the majority of the rain now. Light stuff as you get outside of Washington County. This will be rolling through Forsyth in a little bit as we get into Thomaston, same kind of thing. Just broken up little segments of rain out there. We're not looking at severe weather or anything. It doesn't mean that we can't get some gusty winds overnight into tomorrow morning. That's going to be our target time to keep an eye out for severe weather. Whether we have it or not, we're going to have a lot of wind with this. And that's going to be the main story for us. Rain back in Alabama. You can see the hurricane making landfall as we speak around New Orleans. Again, a Cat 2. And we've seen so many of these throughout this year, but the good news about this one is moving very fast. This thing is just screaming. Matter of fact, as we go on through tonight and into tomorrow morning, this is around midnight tonight. We're already up above Montgomery. By the time we get into tomorrow morning out of Georgia, and then it's already up into Virginia by the time we get into early tomorrow afternoon. So a quick mover, and it's mainly, again, northwest Georgia. This is going to be where the majority of the rain is. But we're close enough to get the wind off of this. So let's watch and see how it goes as we go through tonight. Again, mainly just cloudy and muggy. Not much going on tonight. There may be a sprinkle or two. This is around 2 or 3 in the morning. Here's the bulk of the rain, the storm. Here's the big low that's coming in and kicking this thing away. And that has the big cool plunge behind it too. So there's a lot of changes going on at one time. Let's go forward now. We get into around 4 a.m. We may see with this trailing band here, maybe a couple of showers or a thunderstorm in there, and those are the ones we would have to watch to see if they spin just a little bit. It's not a big chance, but just something to keep an eye on. There's around 6, 7 in the morning. Overall, though, we're not looking to see a whole lot of rain out of this. It is 90% wind, 10% rain for us. The rest of it, of the actual storm with the rain, goes up and over us. There's around 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then as we get into around noon, just broken up stuff. If anything, we'd have to watch tomorrow afternoon once we get the heat of the day again before this front clears everything out. We may see a couple of thunderstorms fire up in our southeastern counties even around this time tomorrow. The vast majority of us will have already cleared out, and the cool stuff will be coming on in, and eventually it'll rake it on out. Maybe a few extra clouds as we go through the day on Friday. This is just residual, and then the rest of it just clears for the weekend ahead. Looks great. So here's the wind that we talked about, and it's probably going to grab your attention here a little bit. Here's around 8, 9 o'clock tonight. 20, 25 mile per hour winds, if even that at that point. Now we get into around 3 in the morning, starting to see things pick up. Definitely Alabama to Columbus. We're looking at 30, 35 mile per hour wind gusts at this time. And then once we get into tomorrow morning, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to be seeing 50 mile per hour gusts, but we could see that in a few spots. I think probably 35 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's not going to last forever. This is mid-morning tomorrow, and the core of this is already starting to pull away. We'll get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. We still may have a little bit of a breeze, but the majority of the stuff is mainly just for tomorrow morning. All right, so here we go again with the spin-up thing. Remember, the red is your surface winds. Here's your winds in the upper level of the atmosphere. They're crossing over each other, so you get a little bit of spin sometimes with it changing direction. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on as we go through the morning hours tomorrow. The tornado potential graphic, you want to be here on the low end of the scale, and that's basically what we're seeing. I will switch to the high-res model. This looks a little bit brighter than what we were seeing last night, but it usually overdoes it a little bit with the colors. Here's around 2 or 3 in the morning. Notice most of that is off toward the north and west, so a low-end threat for us with that, but something to watch. We're in a level 1. This is for the rest of today, and then it just carries on over into tomorrow. So we'll keep that as we go through the overnight tonight into the day tomorrow. So again, I mentioned rainfall, not a big problem for us. Almost not even showing up out there with some of this. And watch the dew points. This is the good news. All the humidity that we have now, there's mid-morning. Then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, just like that, by tomorrow night, it is gone. So we've got to put up with it through tonight and through most of the day tomorrow. But then the payoff is going to be great. Once we get it out of here, we'll go 60s, 40s. Another front Sunday, and this one may put us in the 30s by Tuesday morning. What a week. We're back after this.